Hello everyone. Imagine you are having a conversation with your friends or colleagues, and now at some point of this conversation, someone brings up the topic cryptocurrency. Today, cryptocurrency is something in which everyone has interest and wants to talk about, but very least of us know what they are. So today I am going to fix that. I am Sajal Agarwal from Jaipur Institute of Management Indore, and this is Cryptocurrency Explained. Since man evolved, currency has been a very important part of our lives. In the initial stage, we used the barter system, of which we all are aware, and this system has its own limitations. And after this realization only, modern currency as we know it came into the existence. This currency gained widespread popularity and is in use across the world. Modern currency includes paper currency and coins, cards, and digital wallets. For example, Paytm, Google Pay, Amazon Pay, and so on. And all of this is controlled by banks and government. Now, this means that there is a centralized regulatory authority that limits how the paper currency and card would work. Again, imagine the scenario where you are sending the money to your friend's account. This transaction will involve bank as an mediatory. Though this transaction was successful, but there are several ways which could have gone wrong, such as the technical issue at the bank. For example, their system has been dropped down. That means there is a central point of failure, that is the bank. The user's account could have got hacked, and identity theft or the transfer limit for the account were exceeded. This is why the future of currency lies with crypto. Again, imagine a transaction between two people in future. One of them has a Bitcoin app with a notification asking whether they are sure to transfer the Bitcoin. And if yes, processing take place. Here, they are authenticating the identity, coding the transaction, and after the payment is transferred and the payment is received. The technology is likely to have the greatest impact on the next few decades. And it's not social media, it's not big data, not robotics, and not even AI. And we all be surprised to learn that it is underlying technology of digital currency like Bitcoin. It's called the blockchain. It holds vast promise to every business, every society, and for all of you. You might be able to recall the global economic meltdown in 2008, wherein the mega bankers like Lehman Brothers became bankrupt. Cryptocurrency was born right after this scenario. A person named Satoshi Nakamoto developed a version of electronic cash. As we know how powerful the government, the banks, especially the central bank of a country, is as far as the monetary policies are concerned. The fact of matter is, when we deposit our money in the banks, we give the banks a permission to play with our money. And very recently, we have seen that these banks use our money in a very irresponsible manner, making our savings turn into NPAs and depositor like us become the victims. Back then in 2008, cryptocurrency was merely an idea in the mind of Satoshi. But now there is a trading worth of rupees lakhs and crores on its crypto exchange, just like shares are traded on the normal stock market. Now, some of the features of cryptocurrency is that there is a limit to how many units can exist. In Bitcoin, this limit is fixed at 21 million. You can easily verify the transfer of funds. That blockchain technology enables the user to know whether the transaction is valid or not. And new units can be added only after certain conditions are met. Now, for Bitcoin, only after the block has been added to the blockchain, the mining of the Bitcoin can be done. And all this is done by the individuals called crypto miners. And what makes the cryptocurrency special? There are certain features which makes it special, like there are no transaction charges. One has to pay no charges while transferring the money. We can access this 24/7. there are no limit how much money can be transacted. It can be used by anyone, and the international transfers are very fast, and no charges has to be paid. Now, lastly, talking about the future of cryptocurrency. The whole world is clearly divided when it comes to the cryptocurrency. On one side, we have supporters like Bill Gates and many more who says virtual currency is better than traditional currency. And on the other hand side, we have people completely against it. People like Warren Buffett, Paul Cupin, who is a Nobel Prize winner in the field of economics. They call it a bad scheme and a means for criminal activities. In the future, there is going to be a conflict between the regulation and the anonymity. Since, in order to avoid the criminal activity, to safeguard the interests of investors, and to maintain the position of traditional banking system, the government may want to regulate how the crypto will transact. And on other hand, the main emphasis of cryptocurrencies ensure that their users are kept anonymous. By the year 2030, futurists believe that cryptocurrency would occupy 25% of national economy, which means a significant chunk of the world will start trading crypto as a mode of transaction, and it will continue to have a volatile nature, which means price will continue to fluctuate like they have been for the last few years. With that, we have reached the end. Thank you.